Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Eats on Reviews and I watched Judge Dredd. Which is the tagline, in the future, one man is the law. I didn't know that Stallone was in this movie. And that's pretty dumb actually, because his face is legit the poster of the movie. Well, it's this, We see, the nose, from the nose on, we don't see his face. So, well, this part we don't see his face. This part we see, So, but that I didn't recognize it, So fucking stupid. So when I saw his name for, Sylvester Stallone, I thought, oh? But then immediately I thought, oh wait, he's probably Judge Dredd himself. And yes, he was Judge Dredd, and we also had Rob Schneider was also in this movie, which also, nice to see him again. But let's just start with the movie, shall we? We're somewhere. I don't know where the fuck we are. And we see, I'm going on a limb and say Judge Dredd. Well, it's definitely a judge standing in the left corner of the screen. He's standing on the kind of balcony, platform, I don't know. And go to screen, yeah. Oh, we have an up close shot of his face. And then suddenly a kind of a ship, not a ship that is sailing, but a ship that's flying. We see a ship, fly up in front of him, and it goes over him, and we see that it's going inside, because the judge is standing, like I said, on a kind of plateau, a kind of platform, that's sticking out of a giant wall. And there is a kind of a door, and the ship goes inside, and we're now inside, and we see the ship land, and then we see a group of people walk. They stop at two judges who ask for basically an ID. So they grabbed the necklace, and looked at it. And now they looked at it from Herman, which is Rob Schneider. And then he gets sent off to block Y, or to the Y block. Okay. Well, we're gonna leave it at that, because if you don't know what's gonna happen next, watch the movie yourself. Well, this was definitely an interesting movie, because I knew about Judge Dredd. I knew about him. Never seen the movie, obviously. But I thought he would be more robot, more like RoboCop-ish, But no, he's just a human, just a normal human. No special modifications that he is now like RoboCop. No, just human. Well, kind of human. But I'm not gonna spoil it. But basically human. No, it was a fun movie. I enjoyed this movie. Obviously this is from '95, so not the CGI isn't the best of the best. It's not simply the best. That we have right now. Well, even right now, some CGI is just utter shit. Even Shrek looks better, and that's from 2001. and that says something, but I noticed that, if you do CGI alone, a full CGI movie like Shrek, Toy Story, it looks good. But if you do a mix of both, usually the CGI looks like other shit. With exception of, definitely exception of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, because that one is pretty good, and they do a cartoon, and so looks good. But in this movie, the flying CGI was pretty bad. You noticed that it was so fake, obviously, but hey, don't judge it. It's 95, so technology was different. Let's say that. Like I also said, it was an enjoyable movie. I enjoyed it, and I can't wait for tomorrow, because then we're gonna watch the movie Dredd, which is not. I don't think it's a sequel, but it's just a remake, reboot of Judge Dredd. So that movie is coming tomorrow. Later you're gonna get episode 19 of the Twilight Zone. We're almost wrapped up with season 1 of the Twilight Zone. I think there are 24 episodes of the first season, so almost at the end of the first season. Then we're gonna go further to season 2, season 3, and I think that's it. I think there's only 3 seasons. Yeah, 3 seasons. So, almost done with the first season of Twilight Zone. Hopefully season 2 is going to be a bit better, because for now I still like the original Twilight Zone over this one. Back to the movie. The movie will get a high 3, low 4. I don't think I can give the 4 out of 5. It just, it didn't get me. That kick, that excitement, it was just an enjoyable movie, so that's why I give the high 3, low 4. But leave likes, recommend a good Stallone movie down below in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, come join Discord, and see you guys later for the Twilight Zone, otherwise tomorrow for Dredd and probably Twilight Zone. This Saturday there's gonna be a new tattooing session too, so look out for that video. Can't wait. And we're gonna watch Burned Off, I think, and on Sunday Thunderbolts. And next week we're gonna wrap up the whole Marvel with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 1 and 2. That's next week, the weekend, so we're gonna wrap it up. Also, if you're gonna recommend Rocky from Stallone, don't, because we're already gonna watch it later this year, I think, otherwise next year. So that one is already planned in, so don't worry about that one. I haven't seen the whole Rocky franchise. I know who he is. I kind of know the references, I know that he's against Clubber Lang, which is played by Mr. T. He has one against Lon who played in Kindergarten Cop 2. He is the Russian guy. I know the Rocky Adrian. I know that one, and the running and all. I also seen South Park version of it where Randy has to fight the bad dad. So I'm pretty familiar with Rocky. Who isn't familiar with Rocky? So we're gonna watch the Rocky franchise followed by Creed, because obviously that's part of it. So you don't have to recommend that one, but recommend some other good Sylvester Stallone movies. Which is your favorite? Put it down below in the comment section. Just which is your favorite? You don't have to recommend it. Just which is your favorite? I haven't seen Rambo yet. So, but that one will also take some time, yeah. But which is my favorite from him? It's definitely not Judge Dredd. But I don't know which is my favorite from Stallone. I have seen some movies from him, but I don't think I've seen a lot of movies. I haven't seen Expendables, which I still want to watch, and is also still coming to the channel, so don't worry. But I'm also going to leave it at that. And I'll see you guys later, otherwise tomorrow. Bye!